What's poppin'? It's Royalty, and we here with Royalty Customs, and I'm here with somebody's aunties up in this hospital. But basically, I have another script for y'all. It's called illegal organ donor. So you're gonna be stealing organs, and then you're gonna take them to the legal doctor. But there's some other, got some other things in here. So first things first, and I'm gonna show y'all the config and everything. This is gonna be good for ESX and QB, so don't worry. All right. So first, you're gonna need lock picks, right? And then obviously you're gonna put like a location somewhere so they can lock pick it, right? It's gonna be a second. You're gonna do that. You're gonna get a code, right? So my code is 3762, right? So I put, obviously, so if you have Oceans Hospital, this is what I got. The spots are gonna be left like this. So if you have this hospital, you gonna be able to just drop this and everything's gonna be good as long as you do the add your images and your inventory. So then and then they're gonna have to find the location of the organs, right? And I think, what was it, 3762. Yep. And then they're gonna have to keep finding in whatever room you put it in. They're gonna have to search. There's 4 organs, and every time they find one, they have to put the code in. So they gonna have to remember, right? 3762. And then you're gonna come over, and then this is the last one. So after you steal 3762, after you get this last one, there is going to be NPCs that are going to spawn, and you are going to have to eliminate all of them. And then you get the location of the doctor. So the doctor spawns at the beginning of the script, but there's no blimp until after you eliminate the people. So then, I suck, but y'all don't talk about me. I make this shit. I don't do it. Okay, so now I'm interrogating the leader. So then I got the location. So when you defeat the last person, a blimp will pop up, but it only stays up for like 30 seconds or some shit. So I don't know where this is at. Oh, he's all the way up here. And there, it randomizes through locations that you can change. So I'm not driving all the way up there. I'm just going to teleport. Obviously, all these spots you are going to be able to change. This is just to show y'all that, that it works. So then you third eye him, and then you just sell the organ. You get a reputation. It goes up. So, yeah, I just been trying to make different stuff. Like I'm tired of seeing the same type of scripts, everybody making the same thing, just going off of each other. No, I want different stuff that people just don't. There's not even a legal organ donor script out there. If we're being honest, there ain't even one. They ain't even one out there, right? So like I did. So like I said, so like I did for the PC builder script, I'm gonna run through on the QB server. I'm gonna run it through just like how I did in here, so y'all can see that it works for both. I got. There's only 4 images. You put the images in. I'm gonna have the items and everything for the ESX and QB, so everything's gonna be set up for y'all. And then there's installation, but it's easy because you guys know that you know what I'm saying. So then We got the config. So it auto detects, but you can force it by putting QB or ESX, right? Then this is the hospital that you want it at. So obviously I have it at Ocean Hospital. This is the this Ocean. I got to start doing this because y'all can't see my mouse. So that's the hospital. This is for the cabinet, the location, the heading, if you need a lockpick or not, the lockpick item name, and then cooldown after fail. Obviously, so if they fail or whatever, you can make it to where they gotta wait an hour before they can come back and try again, or you can set it up however you want to. And then this it was this I can take out because I'm not using a key anymore. I did have it set as a key, but I'm not. I forgot to remove that. But so then this is the organ room where the organs are going to be at, and then this is the organ and then that's the center of the room which you got to get. These are the items which I'll have them, I'll have them for you. You can change the name. You can you can add more organs if you want to. Whatever you want to do, just make sure you do it right, add it like how it is or whatever. And then the same thing here, you can add another spawn spots, and then this is where you would change the places where the people find the organs. And then this is the gang spawn points, right? I have them. These are set for outside of the hospital. So when you're setting these points, make sure you set it like outside in the by the front door, like in different spots or whatever the case may be. And then you got the ped models, right? And then the leader model. So after you eliminate all these, then you get the location for the doctor, right? So then you get 2 to 4 max members. These are the weapons that they can get. You can change obviously all that. This is the leader health, this is the gang health. You can change all that. Difficulty scale, true or false, it goes up. It if it if you have this true, you're probably going to get the max players, right? Because I have it set to true and it was all 4 because it's going to spawn however many that they want to. And then spawn delay. So this actually, I am going to take that out because I don't need that because it doesn't go by that anymore either. And then these are the legal doctor locations. Um so what happens is that every time the city restarts or the script restarts, the doctor will spawn at one of these locations. You're not going to know until you go through it and you get the blimp. And again, the blimp only stays up for 30 seconds, right? So let me just put that this is 30 seconds so y'all know, right? Um and there will be a blimp, so make sure you get that location before it goes away. This is the amount of money and reputation that you get each time you sell or whatever the case may be. You get a bonus if you're selling at multiple, and then rare reward chance. You can change that as well if you want to. So there is a cooldown because I like putting the cooldown in there so nobody can abuse it, right? So there's a few things here. So you can enable it or disable it. Obviously, you can change the times, right? So this is right now is set to 48 hours, right? You can do group cooldown, or you can even do a global cooldown to where if one person runs through the script, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a cooldown for the whole server, right? Let me say this so I don't mess this up. Okay, and then you can have it set. You can have it set to where it requires police have to be clocked in for them to even do the heist if you want it set like that. So you can do all that. You can set certain jobs here, right? And then block jobs. So if people are working for EMS and they got these jobs, then they're not going to be able to and they're clocked in. If they're clocked in, they're not going to be able to do it. Target. So whichever one applies to you, you need to uncomment it out. So if you need QB core, right, you're going to comment out aux target, and then you going to uncomment this, right? And just make sure, let me just get rid of that so you don't have to worry about it. And just basically you're going to uncomment the one that applies to you, obviously. So in this server, this is ESX, so I need this one, right? And then going down, lock picking. I wouldn't touch any of this. I would just leave this alone. Don't touch none of this. Don't touch this. I would just, let me just put that on here, because do not touch. Right? Just leave that alone. This is for the progress bar. This is how long the lock picking takes, how long it takes to steal the organ, how long it takes to open the cabinet, right? Then you pick your notify, whether it's QB, ESX, Oxlib, cause whatever the case may be, pick whatever. And then you don't, this could be false. I just have it true when I'm running, when I'm running through the scripts and stuff. So yeah, so that's basically it. So you already know I'm gonna run through the QB the QB server with this script. So y'all can see it. I'm not gonna be talking in that one. It's just really just to show y'all. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys have fun, and I'm gonna keep busting out these scripts. So y'all already know what it is, right? So this is Royalty, and this is Royalty Customs. I'm out.